being joined by UCF activist, overall sports enthusiast, one of the originators on the EAC show, Cameron Dinning has returned. 3 picks. Week 3. I need to win. I'm tired of this shit, okay?
So take my picks then.
I was the XFL guru. I need to start my NFL guru run right now.
1 o'clock games. First game we have up is the red hot Las Vegas Raiders. I didn't fuck up and say the Oakland Raiders, but they're on the road in New England playing the Patriots. The Patriots are actually -5.5. Raiders have, so I'm taking the Raiders +5.5.
I'm going with the Patriots -5.5. Who you got?
I don't think the Raiders going to cover that spread.
All right, so you're taking the Patriots with the points.
Right.
Or you're laying the points with the Patriots. The 1 o'clock's the Los Angeles Rams in Buffalo. Buffalo is -1.5. Emilio.
Hey, listen, I messed up last week. I took Philadelphia. I went against the grain. I thought the 3-hour time difference was going to make a big deal. And Sean McVay and them boys with the LA Rams, they proved me 100% wrong. I'm not going down that train again. I'm taking the Rams plus the 1.5 in Buffalo to beat.
I like me some Bills here -1.5.
Who you got, Marcus?
You know who I got? Rough Buff. Give me Rough Buff.
Board. Next game on the slate, the Houston Texans at the Steelers. The Steelers are -4. I'll kick it off. It's been a weird year for Houston. They looked great in the first game. They played tough competition. They played the Chiefs in the first game and the Ravens in the second game. So it's not much easier for them here. They're playing the Steelers in the third game on the road. And I'm just going to stick with what I've always been doing. I'm 2-0 so far in Pittsburgh bets. I'm taking the Steelers -4 because of that defense.
I don't see the Houston Texans going 0-3. It would be hell and high water. It'd be panic mode if they go to 0-3 for Bill O'Brien and them boys over in Houston. Deshaun Watson got a really, really big deal this past offseason. David Johnson, all them boys, they need to start showing it, like, in all honesty. So I don't think the Houston Texans go 0-3, so I'm going to take the Houston Texans with the points. Go ahead, Marcus.
I can't lie. I don't think they're gonna do too well against their offense. So I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
San Fran on the road against the New York Giants. I'm picking San Fran simply because I think the 49ers still have a secondary, and if they don't have Saquon, then they're gonna have to rely on Danny Dimes. So give me the 49ers in the most meaningless, like unconfident way possible.
I'm going to take San Francisco because I feel like Shanahan's a better coach than Judge. I'm not going to do that. So I'll take the San Francisco 49ers to cover the spread. Hey, Marcus.
San Fran for me, so give me San Fran.
Next game, you have Tennessee Titans on the road against Minnesota. Minnesota is +3 at home. Kirk Cousins has looked like an absolute bum this past game. I think he was like 3 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, sub 200 yards. I mean, it's terrible. The defense in Minnesota is all young. They got no depth out there on the defensive side of the ball for the first time in a very long time. I honestly think they're tanking for Trevor Lawrence at this point. So give me Tennessee -3 on the road.
I'm going to take the Minnesota Vikings +3 because I think Mike Zimmer fires these boys up and they don't go 0-3. He'll get one, and he's at home. Don't forget, he's at home. It's a little bit different. So I think he gets one at home. So I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings +3. And if he dies,
he dies. I like Tennessee.
Yeah, okay. You always like Tennessee.
The next game, still 1 o'clock. So you got the Washington football team on the road against the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are -7.
I would love to take the Washington football team +7 points. I would really, really – I don't trust giving the Cleveland Browns 7 points. I really don't. It's just tough, man. It really is because you don't know which Dwayne Haskins you're going to get. I'm going to say that Ron Rivera gets those boys ready, so I'm going to take the Washington football team +7.
I really want to take the Washington football team because I'm kind of like – I'm like a little sleeper on them. Like when you get a good Dwayne Haskins, it ends up being a good football team for the day at least. However, I don't know, man. The Browns, I just feel like their defense has been so garbage. Obviously, they got torn up in Week 1 against the Ravens, and they gave up a lot of points against Joe Burrow in that Week 2 matchup. So, it really, I mean, I think the over looks nice in this game. I don't even know where it's at. The Browns -7, that's a big number, like you said, for such a garbage-ass team. But I just think they needed to see one win. Now that they got one win under their belt, I think their conference is going to be high. Two home games in a row. Give me the Browns.
I don't like them. I don't like them to win by 8 though. The Browns. I don't like them to win by 8.
I would have loved 6.5.
I'm gonna go with Washington.
We got the Cincinnati Bengals on the road against, oh my God, just a train wreck of a team in the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are -4.5 at home. I'm going to pick the Eagles here simply off of sheer desperation. I think it's Philly. I think they're still gritty. I think there's still something on that defense that's not going to allow a rookie quarterback to come in and into their stadium and shit on them. I think this is like a major hot seat game for Doug Peterson. So give me Philly in a desperation heave -4.5.
Joe Burrow has been amazing, not for nothing. Let's just get that out of the way. He's been what you want a number 1 overall pick to completely be. I just find it really, really tough for the Philadelphia Eagles to go 0-3. So I'm going to go with Philly as well.
For the record, I'm going with Philly. See, look, can I point this out? Cam, Emilio don't like this. He doesn't like this because I've been on a roll for the past 2 weeks. But I'm going with Philly.
We're gonna see.
He's coming back down to earth this week.
Speaking of Phillies, are you rolling a Philly over there? What was that?
Yeah, I actually am. Just for the record, for all the viewers, it's South Florida.
It's CBD.
Once you have a license for medical marijuana, you can smoke.
Oh, see, you got glaucoma. Okay.
Yes, and a bad back.
Last 1 o'clock game, we have the Chicago Bears, who have been red hot, 2-0. Trubisky, ever since that third or fourth quarter of week 1, has looked like a different person from the first 2 or 3 years of his career. They're on the road against the Atlanta Falcons, who are in the same situation as Philly. The Falcons are -3.
I am not going against the Atlanta Falcons. I don't think – I mean, if we really think about it, Atlanta blew a really, really big lead, but Atlanta scored a ton of fucking points in that game. So I'm going to go with Atlanta – in Atlanta, without question, to beat up on Mitch Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, something's got to give with this team, for God's sakes. I feel like they've just been in like such a hole ever since the 28-3 Super Bowl against the Patriots. It's like they've never even came back from that.
Something's got to give. Keep praying for that, man.
I mean, listen, they're a good football team. I mean, Julio Jones is like the second receiver now. Calvin Ridley has been amazing these first couple weeks. They have Todd Gurley. It's just their defense and their bonehead-ass special teams that they weren't able to jump on a live onside kick. But I got to take Atlanta just like I took Philly, simply off a desperation even game.
Give me Chicago. I'd like them to cover that.
First game in the 4 o'clock game, 4 o'clock slate. We have your New York Jets, the terrific Jets at the Indians. Bro, you know what? You're so used to it by now, bro. Like, you're immune to this shit. The Jets.
Yo, listen, say it with me, fellas. Everything out of New York is
sucky.
Sucky. Other than Buffalo.
Yeah, they're on the road in the Dome going against the Colts. The Colts is the biggest spread of the week. It's -12.5. I don't really know, how they're going to cover the 12.5 here. Even though I hate the number, I want to take it because I hate it. I'm taking Indianapolis.
Let me explain something to you. I'm not giving the Jets 12.5. I'm giving Sam Darnold 12.5. That's what I'm doing. I'm not giving the Jets. I'm giving Sam, because Sam needs fucking 12.5 because he has the Publix bagger, the cashier, the customer service clerk, and the fucking guy that goes gets the shopping carts outside playing with them on the team.
Right.
Against the Jets?
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm going with the Colts. I don't like the spread though. I don't like the spread.
Yeah, you don't like it, but you feel like you have to. The Carolina Panthers cross-country road trip to play the Los Angeles Chargers in that new stadium. The Chargers are -6.5. Justin Herbert looked great in the second game of the year against the Chiefs. I have to pick the Chargers here. This seems like the number should be bigger because Christian McCaffrey isn't playing, and they're going all the way out to LA. And the Chargers defense is very, very, very sneaky good. I don't know why the number is only 6.5, but I'm taking the Chargers.
I'm going to tell you why the number's 6.5. Just like I said with Darnold, I'm not giving Carolina 6 points. I'm giving Teddy Bridgewater 6.5 points because Teddy can get it done. You can get the shitty-ass backdoor cover for the fucking 6 points to cover at the end of the game.
I like L.A.
LA minus 6.5. That's who you're taking. Okay.
Yeah, I like L.A.
Next 4 o'clock game, we have the Detroit Lions on the road against terrific Kyler Murray. He's been amazing. But they're playing in Arizona, and the Cardinals are minus 5.5. Emilio.
Fucking Matt Patricia, I'm fucking rooting for you. You, Matty Stafford, or Mr. Pencil Neck. Like, dude, I'm rooting for you. I want to see you do good. Can you get a fucking win? I'm going with the Lions. Kyler Murray and the boys, they don't get it done. I'm going with the Lions to cover the spread.
This has got to be the first, like, Belichick disciple that hasn't been able to figure the fucking thing out yet. 5.5 points. It reminds me of the Chargers game. I don't know why it's so low, especially because it's in Arizona. Both teams are dome teams. Maybe that's why they feel Detroit will feel comfortable, and it's a hungry dogs eat faster kind of game for the Lions. It's a desperate despair win, just like Philly and Atlanta this week. So I can see why you're going that way, but I'm taking Arizona.
I'm in the D with it.
You're in the D with
Detroit.
it.
Okay. Motor City.
Pause.
Tampa Bay on the road in the Mile High City playing the Nuggets, playing the Broncos. The Broncos
might as well because the fucking Denver Broncos ain't going to show up to play this game.
Okay, so that tells me, so you're taking the Bucks minus 5.5 on the road.
Bucks minus 5.5. The fucking Denver Broncos have who playing quarterback? Blake Bortles? I don't fucking know who playing quarterback.
The boat, don't even show disrespect. The boat is back. Remember this, the last time we saw Tom Brady in the postseason was in the AFC Championship game, and he outplayed Tom Brady in that AFC Championship game. So look for that to happen again here. I'm taking, even though I hate it, I'm taking the Broncos plus 5.5. And I don't even know if Blake Bortles is going to play. I think
Give me Tom Terrific.
Dallas, overrated. The Dallas Cowboys. So they're on the road against the Seahawks. The Seahawks have just been electrifying, man. Russell Wilson, I think this is finally the year, knock on wood, that he obtains that illustrious MVP trophy that has been missing him for a long time. He's been just amazing. The cast around him has been unreal. It is in Seattle. I feel like this is their third home game of the season, but I got to take Seattle minus 5.
Seattle all day long. Give me Mr. Sierra, Mr. Positivity, he's never said a negative thing that comes out his mouth. Russell Wilson is literally he's going to get into public speaking after this is said and done. And he's going to convince blind people that they'll be able to see one day because that's how positive he is, without question. So give me Seattle minus 2 points.
Yeah. I like Seattle.
All right. So we're all on the Seahawks boat. My Green Bay Packers on the road against the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are minus 3.5.
I am not going against the GOAT. I am not going against AR-12. I am not going against Aaron Jones. I am not going against the plethora of overachieving wide receivers other than Devontae Adams that they have on that team without question. Now, defense, y'all motherfuckers is sucking right now. Y'all got to get y'all shit together. I don't know what it is. The coach, listen, LaFleur, whatever the fuck your name is, you better go into those defensive meetings and tell the boys to tighten up. You can't be giving fucking 30-plus points a fucking game and thinking you're going to win in the NFL. So get your shit together because we got Aaron Rodgers out here slinging it like he got something to prove. I'll take the Green Bay Packers.
I really hate doing this, man. You know I'm a homer, and I think Aaron Rodgers is playing completely lights out. Devontae Adams is hobbling a little bit still. He's going to be a game-time decision. Either way, the New Orleans Saints are 10-0. Sean Payton and Drew Brees are 10-0 on Sunday night football games, and they're even better coming off a loss. So am I a homer? Yes, but I am a football realist first. I got to take – I wish it was minus 2.5, but I got to take the Saints minus 3. I hope I'm wrong.
I'm going with Aaron Rodgers, man. I'm going Green Bay. Cheesehead.
Hope you boys are right. This is looking like the Super Bowl matchup here. You got this Kansas City Chiefs on the road against the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are minus 3.5.
I'm telling you right now, I am not going against the South Florida boy, the MVP, the Madden 21 cover, Mr. Boynton Beach, Mr. Pompano Beach. I am not going against Lamar Jackson and boys. Them boys is ready. They got freaking 3 running backs in the backfield. All of them could score touchdowns. Mark Andrews is catching more balls than wide receivers are catching in the NFL. And not to mention, you can't even stop Lamar Jackson. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, you can't make it really more simple than this. I hated the way Kansas City looked in the first half of the game last week against the Chargers. If any of that flows into this game, they're going to have a serious problem against
They'll be down 20. They'll be down 20 before you know it.
Yeah, because they don't play around the Ravens on offense, especially at home, especially under the big lights like this. I mean, Lamar's he's picturesque in moments like this. So the fact that J.K. Dobbins is there, like everyone forgets about it, and it's just they got an unfair offense, and their defense is overperforming right now. So I got to take the Ravens. I don't see how it's -3.
So I'm going with Baltimore.
So here we go. So we got all of our picks are in. I'm gonna win no matter fucking what. I'm done. I'm being cocky as shit. I'm gonna win.